the golden yellow sun. Yes, indeed. And welcome back to this week's session of Wednesday Wisdom. Today we'll be covering how to learn to let go. Now, on Monday, I spoke about, how people think that, revenge is a dish best served cold, and how we all like to live by that little saying, it sounds really nice and fun. But I also asked you, is that the way you really want to live? I mean, think about it. How long do you want to hold on to that pain, that hurt? How long will you hold on to those grudges? How long will you let these negative thoughts overtake your brain, overtake your way of thinking? How long will you disrupt your mental health because of something that you couldn't control? I know it's easier said than done. But today I'll be sharing a story of the first time I ever learned to let go. And how actually while recording this video, I am still learning how to do that. Because it's not something you can get overnight. It really isn't. And while I have gotten better at learning how to let go, sometimes I find myself being such a control freak. And anyone who knows me knows that it's true. Sometimes when things don't go my way, I may not show it all the time, at least not to certain people. But oh my goodness, I am awful on the inside. So I'm learning how to let go. I'm learning how to do it step by step, and how that will lead me to become a better person. And so I wanted to share it this week because I feel that we could do the same thing together. So this story is about me and my best friend, who currently is in another country. Anyways, I moved schools a few years back, so we kind of did lose a bit of touch there, but I still think of her as my best friend. And it is because of this story that I do. So we've been friends since second grade, right? And when I say best friends, I mean really, really close friends. In fourth grade, she started something very unusual. She started saying bad things about me behind my back. And they really, really hurt me, Those were some nasty things that she said. And sometimes still thinking about it kind of does hurt me a little bit. But it's knowing what happened at the end of the story that leaves me feeling calm and peaceful. Let me actually tell you the story. So she started saying a few things, about me behind my back. I didn't like it, It happened a few times. I was like, hey, this is unusual. It's like, it's okay, it's fine. Once, it's fine. Twice, it's fine. 3 times also, I was like, it's okay, it's fine. She's my best friend. Then it happened again for the 4th time. And I was like, I'm not taking this anymore. So I said, payback time, Revenge really is a dish best served cold. At least that's how I thought at that time. And I told everyone to be really, really mean to her. I told everyone to say awful things. I told them to annoy her as much as they could. And she was annoyed. And then I just stopped talking to her. Just like that. And while I was doing it, I felt so good. I felt so satisfied. I felt like, oh my goodness, she's finally getting a taste of her own medicine kind of thing. But let me tell you, revenge, the happiness, it's temporary. It is really, really short-lived. She comes up to me one day at lunch, and now I've stopped sitting next to her. I don't sit next to her anymore. I don't eat with her anymore. I don't talk to her anymore, right? So she walks up to me, and she apologizes. And her apology is really, really beautiful, But I said no. She does it again. She says it again. She's saying, please, I really want to be your friend. I'm so sorry for everything that happened. I honestly, I don't know what happened. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. If I could take it back, I would. Things like that. But I said no again. She said sorry. I said no. She did it so many times, but each time I refused to say, it's okay. I refused to let go. I refused to get over that one grudge. I refused to try and be a better person. Despite the fact that in this case, she very much was the bigger person and the better person because she actually had the guts and the decency to walk up to me and apologize. I mean, I know, yes, what she did was wrong, but what I was doing wasn't right either. At least one of us apologized. One of us had the guts to try and be the better person, to be a leader and take that step forward. But what was I doing? I was saying no. I was refusing to let go. And that's when she started crying. And she started crying so bad that she was unable to speak. She was gasping for air. It was literally like that. And I had seen her cry before, and this was different. I'd never seen anything like this. And then something happened over here. And the pain that I felt was so bad. It was so much. It covered me head to toe. I was drowned in pain. I felt that bad. And I just hugged her. And then we both started crying. Because I felt so bad for everything I had done. I felt so bad for not saying it's okay. But I'd said it now. I'd said it. And then I apologized for my mistakes as well. And she forgave me. And then we both were on good terms again. We both were able to let go of what happened. We both were wise enough and mature enough to get over those grudges. She was kind enough to forgive me for all the horrid things that I did to her. And I was kind enough to forgive her for everything that she said to me, she said about me. And now, that is the reason that we both still think of each other as best friends. That's the reason we both still wish each other on our birthdays. That's the reason why this idea that I have of her is still so nice and positive and happy. Whereas if I hadn't said, it's okay, I forgive you, if I hadn't said that day, then I wouldn't be talking about her like this. In fact, maybe I would have felt so angry that I wouldn't have been able to talk about her at all. And somebody, if they, brought her up, if they said her name, then I would feel anger just surge. It just cover me everywhere. If I hadn't forgiven her that day, then I would be disrupting my mental health. I would be hurting myself. Yes, she hurt me by whatever she said, but who is continuing to still hurt themselves till this day? It would have been me. Because I refused to let go. So, I know it's not always easy. And I think both of us being best friends, it made it easier for us to kind of let go of it. Let go of what happened and, kind of come back on good terms again. But sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes the other person is not that nice. Sometimes they don't admit that they've made a mistake. Sometimes they're just so awful about it and they don't apologize for what they've done, even though it's so obvious that they're the one who made the mistake. And after making that awful mistake, they just won't care about you anymore. They won't even think about you, but you will be thinking about them day and night and night and day. And you'll be thinking about how bad of a person they are, and you'll be hurting yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you think of them, you have these angry feelings, these negative emotions. And if you're thinking about them all the time because you can't help but think about them, then who is feeling these angry emotions and negative feelings 24/7? It's you. Who's hurting themselves? It's you. But we are not going to our happiness should never be dependent on somebody else or their actions or whether or not they apologize for what they did. No. Our happiness should not be dependent on what happens around us. Our happiness is only dependent on us, what we do. And what we do is we choose to let go. We choose to be the better person. We choose to forgive, even if they didn't ask for forgiveness. If you don't want to say it to their face, don't say it to their face. Say it, just accept it yourself. And as soon as you do, trust me, as soon as you close your eyes, you take that deep breath, you blow out. As soon as you let go, you will feel so much lighter, so much happier. Trust me. At the start of this video, I was feeling very tense about something. And believe it or not, okay, I'm going to say it, and it's going to be a very small, petty thing. But my favorite burger joint wasn't delivering burgers to where we were. I've been craving those burgers for a week, 2 weeks. I didn't get to eat them last week either. So before starting this video, I felt awful. As I was talking, I realized this video is more for something I should be hearing right now. By the end of this video, after talking to you and sharing this story, after saying these things, I'm feeling so much lighter. And I feel happy. And I don't care where I get my burger from, if I eat a burger or not today. I don't care. I really don't. I feel so happy and so light right now. I feel excited to see, where is this what is my food going to be? I feel grateful that I can eat, that I have this privilege to order food from outside. And that I'm grateful that I'm not starving. And I feel happy. I feel free. I feel light. So here's what I want you to do. It's your little, I wouldn't say homework, I don't assign homework, but more of your task, okay? So many things on a daily basis hurt us. They disrupt our mental health. We're not gonna let that happen anymore. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath. Whenever you feel like there's something bothering you, take a deep breath. Take that in, blow it out. And as you do that, I want you can do it once, twice, as many times as you need to just let go, to feel lighter. And I want you to accept whatever isn't happening. I want you to say to yourself, not everything is under my control, and I think I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm fine with that. Because I will make the best of my situation no matter what it is, no matter what I have or who I have around me. I will not let that change my mood or change or affect my happiness. And remember that the greatest step to happiness is to learn how to let go. And I know you can do it. I believe in you. And it all starts with the small things. It all starts with letting go and being okay with the fact that maybe your favorite burger joint isn't delivering today. That's okay. But all we have to do is just close our eyes, take a deep breath, and accept that. And be happy with whatever we get to eat. And be grateful for that as well. Thank you so much for joining this week's Wednesday Wisdom. If anything, I should be so grateful that I have someone to talk to someone to share my day-to-day problems with, let's say more obstacles with. But also, I'm so grateful that I have someone to be on this journey with together on becoming a better human being. Thank you so much for always joining, for always sharing your love and support. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next week. Till then.